Good morning to everyone. We trust that everyone is having a wonderful time so far. This is May 3rd, and we're on Island Tea. My name is Azard Gumbs, and with me we have.
The lovely me,
Yes.
Kortensia, Carty. Good morning to the Federation of
Yes.
St. Kitts and Nevis, the diaspora. I hope everyone is doing good. I find on Fridays it's like I'm shutting down. I have to do something to get my zhuzh on Fridays. On Fridays, I feel like my whole body be like, Kortensia time to
Uh huh.
just plunge it into a comfortable bed and not get up until whenever she feels like. But I
Mm-hmm.
hope you're doing good today. We are here.
We're on TV jams though, so let's. Uh. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gone. I'm gone today. I'm gone later. Mhm.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Well, as we were saying, it's well, we normally coin the day, so it's Fantastic Friday. Let us have a fabulous day today. I hope, as I said, you're in brighter spirits than I am in this lovely Friday. Alrighty. So let's get into some articles this morning. Let me pull up my. Okay, so the first article I see here, it was written on May 1st. It was by Kevin Brown, and it says St. Kitts and Nevis flights to St. Kitts and Nevis will increase in the summer of 2024, according to the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Marsha Henderson. This is very good. During April 30th tourism press conference, just in time for our summer fun, Sunrise Airways will begin operations from Antigua to St. Kitts beginning May 25th, with flights operating every day and except Tuesdays until June 23rd, 2024. Thereafter, flights will operate daily. So to summarize, from May 25th to June 23rd, we will have Antigua to St. Kitts flights operating every day, save and except Tuesday via our new airline, Sunrise Airways. So after this initial period, the flight will operate daily. The aircraft to be operated will be an Embraer 120 with 30 seats. The St. Kitts Nevis Summer Fun period is fast approaching with marquee events including the St. Kitts Music Festival, the Nevis Mango Festival, the St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week, Culturama, and the Caribbean Premier League Cricket. American Airlines flights into St. Kitts will increase, and other carriers will be extended through August 2024. So this is some good news. Oh, wow. So United Airlines will be operating weekly lifts from New York. Delta Airlines will be providing weekly non-stop flights from Atlanta. JetBlue will continue operating 3 times weekly. British Airways will be operating twice weekly from Gatwick. American Airlines will continue with weekly flights from Charlotte and JFK, as well as their daily service from Miami. Additionally, as mentioned earlier, for the St. Kitts Music Festival, American Airlines will be operating double daily flights from Miami. So this is good that we'll still have airlift. Well, we'll still be filling our beds during the summertime, because we know normally summer we leave and persons stay out there because it's not winter, it's summer. And yeah, all will be
Yeah,
well.
you would know about that stuff. Good morning, folks. I'm here. um, so we just have to step our stay over game up now.
Yeah, because if we're gonna have all these flights coming when we know normally people stay out there because it's their summertime, that's very good.
I mean, because whenever you ask the question, oh, why don't we have more airlift? They say, oh, well, you guys don't have enough hotel rooms. And then why don't you have enough hotel rooms? Well, we
You
don't have
don't
any
come
flights,
during that time?
right? So it's a weird thing, you know. So I mean, the cruise thing is one thing, and the stayover thing is another thing, and I feel like we really need to bring the stayover game up
But
for real.
don't the cruise ship
Some people come and then I've
kind
heard of stories.
wean off during the summertime?
Yeah, but you know that's not the same for every country, because the impression I got about St. Martin, well, no, I guess St. Martin is more stayovers, but the impression I get, I've seen ships all through the year for some people, like the Virgin Islands. I mean, it's a U.S. territory, so you'd imagine it's
Yeah, some
it's an
islands are
easier
just lucky.
ask. It's an easier.
When you said it's an easy act, so they have to.
Meaning, because it's let's say it's a U.S. territory, and someone maybe they might not have a passport, and they say, I want to go on a cruise, or I wanted to go to maybe Dominica or something, but okay, I can go to St. Thomas, or Puerto Rico.
So just the cruise that touches the American states where they can just
Yeah,
show a little
yeah.
license or something.
Well, they don't even have to show anything, because it's just going from one part of the country to another.
Because normally when they're flying, they just show their license, especially in America. I
Yeah.
just look at people just showing their license,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
cool. They don't even have a passport.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I think, didn't they say that changed since 9/11? No,
Not a thing or so.
I thought I read
I've
that
seen people
somewhere.
doing it.
Yeah.
As
I mean, I know you
recent as
can.
This year.
Oh,
Mhm.
and somebody gave me a story. Who was it? I think it was last week. They went to Barbados. My brother. It was my brother. He was telling me. He lives in Canada, but he was telling me he went to Barbados. He does business in Barbados, so he told me he went there, and he said he told the person at the counter, I don't need to give you a passport. I can just use. And the person actually didn't know. And he said they had a back and forth for a while, and until eventually he told her. He insisted she go and look it up, and it turns out he was of course he was right. And the Barbados attendant didn't know that.
So
'Cause he said-
being a Canadian, he can not give her a
Well, he's a Canadian, but I mean he has a. But the point he was making was that
He can travel on an
he
ID
was
within the
yes,
region.
he was
yeah.
insisting. He was insisting that he was not gonna use his passport because he didn't need to.
So
And
he
he-
had a regional ID though?
I don't think it has to be a regional ID. I think it could be a driver's license or something.
From Canada in Barbados, because that's now international.
Yeah.
Oh.
But remember, he's in the Caribbean, so
Okay.
yeah.
That's
But then he said that one of the things he notices is that there seems to be a double standard.
Okay.
There seems to be a double standard when it's a black person versus an American, like a white American, where they'll come and present their
But they
driver's license, like you said, and it'll be fine. But then when a local
in the Caribbean, but no, because it's international, they need their passport. That's why this is kind of throwing me for six.
yeah, I mean, because I didn't know that you could think, but a lot of people don't know. And imagine like you have a counter attendant not knowing that, and he insisted that they look it up, and it turned out that he was right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So they
You
let it
learn
there.
something new every day.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm.
So there we go. It's 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. It seems as though AZ has left for whatever reason. Okay, so we are supposed to be hooking up with Andrew now. Today is Press Freedom Day, World Press Freedom Day. And we were supposed to hook up with Andre. I think he said he was going to call me back. I was calling him. That's why I let you guys. That's why I told you guys to go ahead, because I had to call. He told me to call him and remind them. So I was doing that. And of course, just to say, to remind the listeners that Andre's TV channel, TVC Channel 40, carries the WINN FM morning show Island Tea on channel 40 on the Cables network.
Yep.
Cables TV network.
Yep.
Okay, so let me look up International Press Freedom Day and see what it says. German is still in DC, and he said he's actually attending a International Press Freedom event at 8:30 this morning. But he was saying if he found time, he might consider he might consider joining us for a few minutes on the phone. So I'll keep my fingers crossed. So we're waiting on Andre. Did you see the school the article about the Bastia High School thing.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere this morning, but no, for some
Yeah,
strange
it's
reason
in
I can't find it.
it's in Island. It's in the Island T chat.
Okay.
so
Okay,
there's a
that's where
picture.
it is. That's why I can't find it.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, I
So-
saw it.
Yeah, so so yeah, projected budget of $190 million for the Bastia High School, and the unveiling of designs for the new $190 million Bastia High School has sparked among local contractors, builders, and construction professionals in St. Kitts and Nevis. With the prospect of a public tender being issued soon, anticipation is high as local construction industry professionals eagerly await the opportunity to bid for construction contract and service agreements. So looking forward. So I'm looking at the thing. I see if there's a 400-meter track, a nice 400-meter track, and I noticed some roofs there of some of those buildings have green on top. So I don't know, maybe they're going to be doing a sustainable sustainable energy type thing. I don't know. Maybe they're going to use the rooftops maybe for the ag science or something. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm wondering why the roofs are
You're
green.
giving them
so
ideas.
I'm sure there's a reason. So yeah, projected budget of 190 million. I see
Wow.
ample parking. It looks like I'm seeing what looks like an auditorium.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think that's the one that's single? Like it's on the opposite. There's a.
the one right by the 400-meter field?
Yeah.
By the.
You think that's it?
It kind of looks like that
Oh.
sloping. Oh, that could be
Yeah.
for. Oh, maybe I don't know that kind of canted roof might be for solar panels. It looks like.
Oh.
Are those solar panels? It looks like those are solar panels. You know how it's canted to the east, sort of.
Yeah.
It might be solar panels, or maybe I
Wow.
don't know. But okay, so
Yeah, because look, there's a picture of an actual auditorium on the end, though.
there's some other pictures.
But
There's
you
some
can't really
yeah,
see
you can't get
much.
them. Yes, I
Yeah.
was trying to, and you know
Mhm.
the pinch and zoom thing. I was trying.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm finally getting it done now. Let me see. Oh, but it doesn't get much bigger. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, so they're gonna have like an auditorium. Wow, looks nice. And well, let's just hope. I was telling a friend of mine last night that I just hope for $190 million we don't have one of these fashion block ventilated monstrosities that we've been doing in the Caribbean for the last maybe nearly 100 years.
Rusty-
I hope it's indistinguishable from a first world state-of-the-art school
Oh. Ooh.
where it's not quite indoors and not quite outdoors. That's what we do, this weird thing in the Caribbean. Even the hospitals. I mean, look at the hospital. Do you realize that the JN France, there are areas where, let's say you're on a stretcher and they move, and if it's raining really hard, you can actually get wet.
Wet.
That
yeah.
should not happen.
Yeah, they should have
I'm sorry.
coverings all over.
Yes, it should be. Everything should be
Or
indoors.
maybe with the new hospital, let's hope.
I hope
that
so.
they-
I really
they
hope so,
cover it.
and I hope this is the same for the school as well. This
Yeah, that you don't. Get
I
wet.
even as when I was in high school, I said, why do we have fashion blocks for ventilation? This is ridiculous.
But you don't think the fashion block's a little better than the windows? It didn't bother us then.
Well, for me, I just didn't like it. I just thought it looked cheap and it's.
Or maybe it's
know.
what they could have afforded at the time.
I know,
maybe
but-
that's why.
But they find money to do all sorts of other things.
Okay, sir.
They need to invest the money. They need to invest a lot of that money.
You know that-
You get the impression with our politicians, right? That it's really a hard ask to invest in parts of the national infrastructure where the maybe that pursuit doesn't exactly generate money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, take for example, the firemen need ladder trucks and all these things. They're expensive, and they're probably gonna have to wait a while to get those things because the fire department doesn't generate any money. Schools don't generate any money. I don't know if you see where I'm going with this. Meaning a lot of things that a lot of government agencies should have. A lot of the times it's a hard sell.
Because
With the
there
government.
is no investment.
I
or
feel
no
like
returns.
that's some of the thinking that's going on, even if they're not conscious of it. Okay, take for example, you go to Inland Revenue. Oh my God, Inland Revenue has off the chain customer service, because we are separated from our money, whether we like it or not. There, right? And you know, I always compliment Inland Revenue and their customer service. And
Is
you're
it
going
because you worked at Inland Revenue?
No, it's not that. No. No. But no, what I'm saying, okay, so they recognize that that's where a lot of the money comes from. So they're on point. I'm not saying the schools aren't on point, but the schools aren't perfect. A lot of the hospital definitely not on point.
Oh boy, that's
And you know, I guess we could have the conversation about universal health care and all that. But yeah, I always get the sense that a lot of it is like, oh, that department doesn't generate any money, so they're not. I don't think they're thinking of it consciously necessarily, but I feel like it's one of the things that's there. So you know.
Rusty says schools can generate, I hope this is the real Rusty, but Rusty says school can generate lots of money, but ministers can't seem to understand that. Rusty also asks, who designed the school, how many floors, how many labs, auditorium, how, and how to use how. Jamsa, you saying it look good. Is it appropriate? All of these are Rusty comments.
What he said?
He said, Jamsa, you saying it look good. Is it appropriate?
What does he mean by appropriate?
Oh boy, I don't know. Maybe he could call in and answer that question. Oh boy. As somebody else also asked on the Facebook page, after the Chinese build the hospital, who is going to own it?
The Chinese is
or
the Chinese,
China? I don't know.
Oh
I'm just saying I'm just reading the comments that we have here. And Rusty also says we need another source of income besides tourism. COVID-19 did not teach us anything.
Well, remember we talked about. It seems as though it's the sustainable energy thing with
That's the only other thing,
geothermal. That seems. So I really hope that works out and we don't drag along for another 10 years before it starts, you know, because you know I remember Connor saying that the amount of power that the amount of energy that plant would be able to generate is way more than what we need. So the best thing to do would be to expand the distribution to the other islands and make some money, and it sounds like a good idea. So it almost sounds too good to be true.
Remember Dominica is doing it too, you know.
Yeah, I did there because you know I remember when it came up, I was like, I remember thinking, I wonder if this isn't something Dominica is looking into, because I know they have a very similar.
Started already too.
Have a very similar geology to Nevis, even more so probably.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's my thing. We need something that we can hone and it is our own that we can sell so that people can gravitate. Because if all the islands become sustainable, then would we really need each other?
Yeah.
No boy, because Dominica is big on the ecotourism, because they have that. So I think they'll have that over us. But
the nature island.
Yep, they have some pretty resorts over there.
I'm gonna try and let me see if I can get this phone going, and then I wanted to look up something on international press freedom there, so people know what it's all about.
Okay. Okay, we're coming. I'm trying to find the stuff. I think Rusty says he's trying to call too. I'm coming. Freedom of Press Day. See, I try to have all these international days pumped and ready, and then I'm not ready. I don't understand. So it says the United Nations General Assembly declared May 3rd to be World Press Freedom Day, or just World Press Day, observed to raise awareness of the importance of freedom of press and reminding governments. Okay. Hi, Rusty. Good morning.
Hey, corroded one, or is it corrosive one? Which is it? Do you cause rust, or are you rusting? Which one is it?
Hey, my name is Rusty. Let's leave it at that. My name is Rusty. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. I kind of like corrosive one.
Oh Lord.
I think you do
I
the.
ain't know you get jam stuff.
I
I know
think
you're
you.
Trevor for.
I think you.
I know
I
you're
think you.
Trevor
I think you bring about the
you get jam
rusting.
stuff.
You don't rust. You bring about the rusting. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just played.
I want to talk about this school. I haven't seen any of the drawings, anything, but I would really like a visual of it. If you guys could send me a copy of what y'all are looking at, because you can have well designed stuff. And I did tell you all that. So I said to you all some time ago, if they build a scrappy school, whether they take 2 million, 200 million, or 190, whatever they build, they're gonna say they're spending on this school, and it doesn't look anything. Remember the spend, I think it's $25 million on Kim Collins sports, whatever. And I can't use it 2 million in that. I really can't use it. I don't have money, so I can't use it 2 million in that. So don't let the money fool you out, because the minister said yesterday, Minister for Education said he's spending in Nevis, one of the schools in Nevis, he's spending $400,000 on electricity alone. Now, what kind of waste of money that? If there's problems with the electricity, don't you think you should say, okay, let's see what all the problems on the particular school is. Fix them one time. If it take $1 million to fix them one time, then you do it. Just don't spend $400,000 on electricity. You'll come back another next day or next week or what have you and spend another stuff. And this is the best time for them to be looking at schools and repairing schools now, because schools going into holiday shortly. It's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, guys. It's really ridiculous. Our people don't seem to understand. And I look at the parliament last night. It's really embarrassed. I was really, really embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed, but the last thing I want to talk about is the increase of seats. You already has the increase in the seats?
Increasing what kind of seats? What kind of seats?
Okay, cool. No, you I just talk in a funny way enough. I hope I can give it to you.
Hello? Hello, Rusty. You're breaking up bad. We can hardly hear you.
Although, are you hearing me better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember Pam having the convention coming up, which means technically they're going to be looking for seats and people and candidates and all that kind of stuff. So that would be a good time to rush an election on them. And my very good friend, our very good friend, Jamster, Junie, I just want to say Junie, I mean, really want to get myself into trouble, is the chief person for the electoral boundary. Now, it is my opinion that Junie has been given a set of seats that is needed. And after whatever going on in the committee done, because they tried already, once that is done, they come back with, I'm guessing it's just 15 or somewhere around there, 15, 14 or 16 seats they're going to have between St. Kitts and Nevis. But Nevis they have to have no less than a third or somewhere around there. And then that's when I believe they're going to jump on elections. Why are they going to jump on elections? I don't know if you know about the confusion going on in Labour. The problem in Labour is a lot of problems, really. But they have already increased their salaries. So if anybody go home now, it's okay, because you're going to get a big paycheck to go home with. So all that stuff going to be cleared up. And then the king is going to come back for his throne. A lot of people ain't seen it because we don't think deep enough. We don't think hard enough. And so we miss all the dirty tricks going forward. Now, I know everybody can call and say, oh, Rusty chatting nonsense, chatting this. Go read the Facebook page. Some of it on the Facebook page. But what I'm telling you, mark my word, it's going to happen. Thanks, guys. Thanks for your time. Being calling back again tonight, because Jamster don't like to take the calls.
All right, Rusty, you have a go on.
Okay, well that's
boy.
I did listen for a bit yesterday when I went home, and Connors was talking about the progress on the new well in Keon and so, and I actually didn't remember to go back to listen because they adjourned around lunchtime, maybe close to 1 o'clock or something. And
Did they have a public meeting somewhere? Because I
don't know.
I think I heard a public meeting somewhere last night.
Oh,
I think maybe it would have been on Facebook.
so I
They were
did.
talking about the progress of the projects that they had.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and listen because I didn't realize that was one of the things that was gonna be going on. Someone did run that by me about the changing of the boundaries and the increase in seats and so on. Hello, Ira, go right ahead.
Morning, guys.
Good morning, Mr. McMahon.
Yeah. My first impression of the school is yes, it looks good, right? The concept looks good. I still don't think it's as distinctive as the old the high school. I mean that stood out in Bastille. You know, when you look down from Bird Rock set and look at the Bastille area, it just stood out.
It certainly.
I'm not so sure that this.
That's true. It certainly had character.
Hello?
It certainly had character. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not so sure that this one matches it, but it looks good. When I look at the price tag, though, that's a huge amount of money. And when I look at the design and so on too, it's gonna be high maintenance. Okay, and you know how we are with maintenance. Hopefully, by the time it's finished, that our maintenance culture is much different.
I hope so.
I still say that it was a bad idea to have one high school in the country that is state of the art and the others are far, far behind. Because that's what's going to happen here. No question about it. Okay, we're back to the years when the grammar school was the school. All the others had to play catch up and couldn't do a good job of it because the grammar school was so in terms of labs, in terms of facilities, even the auditorium, it was way ahead of the others, and we're going back to that, right? Which I think is unfortunate because you have a state-of-the-art school. Everybody gonna wanna go there, including teachers. Teachers gonna wanna go there. It's gonna draw most resources from the ministry's budget, Ministry of Education's budget. I kept saying it would have been better to upgrade all the high schools to the same level, right? Build a state-of-the-art college, right? And if you want a new high school, well, not a new one, but they use the existing college facilities as they are another Bastille High School. It will be a far cry from what they had anyway, or what they have now. And just develop a state-of-the-art college that will serve the whole island. Because how long you think it's going to take for any other high school to match this? I am suggesting it's going to take decades. Huh?
That's a point. That's a good point.
And is that good enough? Is
that
all we want?
We have a very Bastille-centric culture. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. We want egalitarianism in education, right? I mean, if it's one place that's supposed to have equal opportunities in education, so that you can then go on to have equal opportunities elsewhere. Okay.
I always think that,
we're abandoning the egalitarianism of education. But I guess.
But let me ask you a question before you go.
We've locked into.
What do you make of the? I noticed the roofs of some of the buildings are green. What do you make of that?
Of what?
Some of the roofs of some of the outlying buildings. They have the two big main buildings, and there's some. Assuming.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, some kind of sustainable designs, maybe some kind of.
I don't know what the plans. Okay. Maybe for all you know, it might be like that for solar cells.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the slope is facing
Oh, not that one. There were some
south.
smaller buildings with flat roofs, and they're
On
yeah,
the outlying building.
yeah,
Well, the thing
they're
is, I
presented
don't
as
know what they're
green.
for.
They're presented as green, so those are either classroom. I mean, thinking those are like classrooms and labs and stuff like that. But I noticed the roofs are green and
Well,
I imagine that's not a coincidence.
well, I guess
Yeah.
the details of when they come out, we know.
Maybe that's why it's so pricey
I
too.
imagine though that quite a number of them will be filled with solar
Yeah.
cells,
Yeah.
solar panels, and it seems as if the whole building is going to be air conditioned. Judging if you look at the size of the windows and so on,
Okay.
and they're so high up and so.
I wish I was Benjamin
That's what I say.
Button
It's
right
going to
now.
be really high maintenance. It's really going to be high maintenance. And the last thing, right? We had concepts produced already, right? And they never got off the ground. Let's just hope, especially in light of what Rusty said about a new election coming soon. If he's correct, this might be all part of it. But let's hope that, like the hospital and other projects that are being touted now, that they really get off the ground like this year.
Yep.
and not just stay as concepts and bamboozle us and say pretty buildings which are in the head and not on the ground, you know. So let's hope. Let's hope for the best, because we really could do with a jump starting of the economy.
So,
and
Mr.
getting
Mr.
construction
McMahon, just a
really
question.
booming again.
Okay.
So-
Quick question before you go. Yeah.
You spoke about the maintenance culture basically, I'm going to use our island. Why do you think that is so, and what can be done to improve it? Because we do have a public works department, don't we?
Well, we can have the public work departments. I think would be overwhelmed with this.
Okay.
Right. This is going to need a maintenance crew in itself to keep everything in top shape.
Okay.
I suspect. Okay. And like I said, it's all well and good to say it's 190 million. When you spend that there, you got to spend money to keep the facilities in top shape. Otherwise, in the next 30 years, you're going to be looking at another, maybe by then it will be 200 million spend, 200 plus million spending again, right? So it's gonna. I think it's gonna have to have it separate, not just a janitor and or two and some cleaners. It's gonna have, I think, to have its own maintenance department, and that's what I'm saying. It's gonna draw a lot of resources that could have been distributed among the other schools. Right? This I think it was a bad idea, to be quite honest, to be quite frank. I've always said it, that you don't do things like this, and because, like I said, we're going back to the 1970s, 80s, when you had a premier school that everybody wanted to go to. All the parents want to send the children there, etc. No. We reached a point where at least all the high schools were pretty much on par, and we should have remained there, to be quite honest, I think. But it's done. I think you see, I think this is a political decision. With all the hoopla that we had about the old Basti High School, and the fact that for 7 years nothing materialized, I think the current government would be looking for a feather in its cap by at least starting something. All right,
Okay.
and that's fixed in their mind, as opposed to what is best, I think, for the future of the country.
Okay,
by
well,
having a state
I
of the
want to
art
ask you.
college.
I want to ask you a question
and,
again. Yeah, you probably need to go to the break, but I want to ask you another question. It's related to the maintenance. About 2 weeks ago, I was thinking about this problem we have with maintenance discipline, right? And I was thinking. Remember thinking. I wonder if there shouldn't be like a whole government department, maybe part of public works, like called a maintenance government facilities maintenance unit or something. I don't know, where people are specifically
but
trained.
that's what they have now.
They have one. But
So I think that's what they do now.
it's not
but
apparent.
it's not,
That's for
it's
sure.
not it's not working right. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Right. And actually, and honestly, I really feel that a lot of maintenance should be subcontracted out to different service providers
Okay.
to ensure quality and accountability and so on. Because otherwise, we're gonna still have the same thing. Right? It's government. If it's resident in a government department, it's gonna be governed by the government culture. And we know how bad that is right now.
Absolutely. Okay.
So it should be subcontracted out to private service providers, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we gotta
Alright,
go take
then.
a quick break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great Wayne as usual. Let's. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. It's 8:39.
Okay.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Shopping with TDC just got much easier. Here's how. Log on to shoptdcgroup.com. Shop at your convenience at any time, from anywhere, with your smartphone, tablet, or computer. With our safe and secure payment checkout, you choose the option to pick up in-store or have your goods delivered right to your door. It's that easy. Shop tdcgroup.com, your one-stop online store.
Shop anywhere, shop anytime, same quality you love. Now online. Shop www.shoptdcgroup.com.
Maybe it's the way the brilliant gold liquid reflects our sunshine, or how the bright blue of its label mirrors the clear Caribbean skies overhead. Maybe it's the fresh, crisp taste of this beastly cold beer on a scorching hot day. Maybe it's even the way it brings us all together. But one thing is for sure, Carib is very much a part of who we are wherever we're from in the Caribbean. Carib, it's the way we play. Drink responsibly.
Do you want to know what's happening in sport? Tune in to On the Ball, a weekly tour show which is on WinFM 98.9 every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. with me, your host, Troy Biff Mills. We will keep you on the ball with our variety of guests and, of course, your calls, discussing the facts and the stats and sharing your opinions. Get on the ball and stay on the ball by tuning into On the Ball with Troy Biff Mills on WinFM 98.9 every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 p.m. and also on Facebook and YouTube. Be on the ball.
And we are back. It's 8:42. I'm going to try and hook up with Andre in a little bit. I was trying to give him a little time. He had to take the kids to school and so on.
Okay.
Now, you just heard that promo for On the Ball. Folks, that's a sports talk show here. We have on WinFM on Tuesday nights from 7 to 9. And two Tuesdays ago, we had a really good show because content. And I don't even follow cricket, but, I really, I was really getting into it when Biff had some
young cricketers.
But he also had a selector and some other cricket officials on from Antigua. And they were making the case for why the Louis brothers should be selected for why they think the Louis brothers should be selected for the upcoming England tour. So when we finished that night, Biff was getting calls and saying, "Oh, this was a great show." So folks, don't forget Tuesday nights from 7 to 9 on the ball. Troy Biff Mills talking sports. We've had there's golf segments, golf, football, cricket, and other sports. I think he did swimming one time, but yeah, we had the swimming. The head of the swimming
Mr.
association. Is it Crook? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Mr. Crook.
And then this Tuesday, we had the golfing people, Zeke and Darian. They came to talk about the upcoming Johnny Walker Golf Festival. So, if you're looking for sports talk that is by us, as in someone from St. Kitts Nevis, tune in on Tuesday nights. So I'm really looking to see if the two Louis brothers get picked for the West Indies team, even though I don't know anything about cricket, but because it would be interesting if two get picked when we've never had anyone, not even one. But it would be interesting if two brothers get picked. That would kind of help to make up for.
But one of the Louis did play for the tournament that we have. He played for the Patriots. I think he did a few games. Yeah, he did that. But I don't.
Yeah,
and
Biff told me that.
I think they played for, what are we, the Windward or the
Leewards? Yeah.
Yeah, I know one of them, or maybe two of them played for the Leeward. Maybe all of them did.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I heard there's a third brother?
The third one is the youngest. There's three of them.
So
I think it's Jeremiah,
wow.
it's Jerickson, and for some reason I don't know the little one's name.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just know he's a Louis.
Yeah, so let's wait and see what happens. And we have all these hotshot cricketers coming up from St. Kitts.
Yeah, that's good.
There's Jazara, the female that's on the and
isn't she on the
and
is she on the West
there's
Indies?
Curdle Crook, Curtis Crook's son.
Curtis
They were
Crook,
on Tuesday.
Okay.
He's on the under 19 team.
Yeah.
Apparently
he's
took
been playing cricket since he's a
bunch.
little
Boy, you really
boy.
you really know your cricket, huh?
I know a few people.
Okay.
That's
and there's somebody else I'm forgetting. Another guy.
From St. Kitts?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I can't tell you.
Oh my God! And he was here a few weeks ago.
Wasn't he here with the
no,
the
another
Louis?
that was just around when
okay.
Biff's show started. Oh God. I think he's from Sandy Point. If I'm not.
No,
I can't.
Don't know
it was just on the tip of my tongue,
I can't help you with that one.
I can't remember.
That one I don't know for sure.
Poor me, I don't know anything about cricket, but
see, so now you got to get into cricket now that
Hello.
St. Kitts might have someone on the team.
Yeah, man. Good morning to you guys.
oh,
man.
good.
How's
Okay,
it
hey,
going, man?
hey, what's up?
Yeah, well, I'm happy you mentioned the cricket guys, man, because me once upon a time I was a good cricketer coming up, and
And you would have made it. You might have made it just because you're from Nevis, because that's how it seemed like it used to work, right?
Well, actually, I want to pick up my friend Struck Williams, man, because I was coming up with Struck Williams. I was his competitor. You know what I'm saying? He was from boys' school in the town. I was from Lowland School, St. Thomas's, and we captained our respective teams. El Camino Willett had organized a little small league for us as youngsters. We just started playing hardball, and I migrated out of there, and surprisingly enough, Struck Williams made West Indies team. But in my mind, Nevis would have had that 2 pick that year, believe it or not. So to hear that St. Kitts is now having 2 youngsters that's really achieving, we need to start really supporting these guys, man. We need to start mentioning their names even more, so the public can be more familiar with who they are. And there was another youngster, the guy Curtis.
Yeah.
I think that's his son named Cordell.
Cordell,
yeah. Yeah. And I don't know the guys too much. I'm just hearing about them. The 2 brothers that's already playing and they're performing, and they might be a third person.
I remember the other one, Bergen. There's a Bergen guy. He's the other one I was trying to remember.
Is he related to the 2 brothers?
No, but that's what I said. There's a whole bunch of them now, all of a sudden, which is good.
So there are at least 4 of them. The 2 brothers, Cardell, I've been hearing about him from before I even heard about the 2 brothers. And then there's
another person. I don't know which one that is, but I know there's at least 4 youngsters and sinkers.
Oh,
And
wow.
for me, all of those 4 guys are on the way to making that West Indies. But we have to start drumming up support for these guys, man, because I remember that you got your guy there in the studio, Trent.
Yeah.
His father,
His father.
Livingston
Sergeant, yeah.
When I was a little kid, that was my idol. That's my uncle. Yeah, Livingston was really like my idol, and he didn't get the pick for some reason because they had a controversial game in Antigua, and also because being from the small island. But right now, I believe the youngsters in St. Kitts and Nevis need to be really being serious with playing cricket, because the fact that West Indies is suffering, they must look to the small islands to get for help now. So we would have an advantage now to get our youngsters involved with cricket more, because now West Indies is suffering, they need help. They're going to start looking more and more to the small islands once the talent is there. So I just wanted to chime in and put a plug in for those guys, man. And I'll try to figure a way out how I can really try to help
Okay,
them.
yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Our returning champion, Rusty.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. We're hearing you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to call you last night. I called you about 100 times last night and you answered, but that's okay.
Really?
Okay. I wanted to call you last night because you had this teacher lady on with some students on the show. And at that time I said, I'm James to say, come on TV, let me check it on TV. So I went and turned my TV on, got YouTube on, and look at the show. And to me, it was very disappointing because I couldn't see the lady right up in the corner on the other side face. Couldn't see her face. The girl who was in the blue and white clothes, I couldn't see her face. And then there was another girl on the other end, and the mic stands are all crossing, so you could hardly see their face, right? And on the other side with Kortensia, there was the teacher.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to give you all some advice. I don't mean if I'm trying to hire me 2020, but I want to work up. But let me give you guys some advice. They need to, I know you do a lot of work. I could tell you do a lot of work. You have to deal with it. Right now, I'm talking to you on the TV. I'm seeing Kortensia, Azard, and Michelina. I can't see nothing, just seeing that. But let me just tell you, you have television and you have radio. You can have ads going for your television while keeping Rams in there. If Rams is his biggest sponsor, because that's what I see on my thing. While I see that, you can keep Rams up and you can still have ads running on your TV.
Yeah, but the thing is,
and
logistically,
running on your,
it's already very difficult for one person to be doing all this, and that
that's what I'm saying.
You're adding more complexity.
It cannot be you alone.
You're adding more complexity. Yeah.
I understand it can't be you alone, Jam, sir. What you're doing right now is about 4 people doing that job.
In a normal radio station, yes.
I understand that, but it's not your fault. Well, you're doing it because they're actually doing it, what have you. But the station, the board of the station, the management of the station, all of them got to look into those stuff. I mean, now Kortensia is up on the screen, looking really lovely. You can see her face, looking really good. But
always.
If you have that,
she woke up like that.
I'm now seeing her, and she looks good. That's what I'm saying. But the point is, you guys have assets, and you're not using them. People like me like to criticize, but I'm criticizing you, and I'm giving you ideas. You probably only got one because you. This the thing about Jamster. You did this morning, and you're coming back tonight to some other show to mix the board. Come on, you can't do all those work. Are you? I don't know how, but huh? I don't know what to say, but
I'm here.
You guys can take advantage of a lot of stuff. Y'all can take advantage of a lot of stuff. Maybe when I come home, I could be the assistant manager and get paid 5,000, 10,000 for my job, and all radio station around. And that goes on for all the radio stations. That may just giving you alone. All the radio stations now that are on YouTube or Facebook and that kind of stuff. It's over all of them. Anyway, I promised not to call back, but I had to call back on this particular one because I'm watching you on TV and I was just seeing the whole thing. And that's another thing. Not Kortensia. Michelina is no longer the show. I've never seen her on the show since last time. And you're still using the girl picture. Why are y'all still using the picture? If it was me, I would actually sue y'all for using the picture if you're in there no more. And I don't know if she'll do it. I'm advising her to do it.
Rusty,
Change the picture if she's
you're
not coming here. Yes,
you're
sir.
turning into a curmudgeon.
A what?
A curmudgeon. Go look it up.
Oh boy.
All right, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Bring a kid to say no trouble. I'm done. Call off the phone. You have to answer. You ain't have to answer me call anymore. I'm done with this and listen to y'all. I like the show, so I'm gonna listen to y'all.
All right.
Have a good one.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rusty.
Have a good weekend. Yeah.
Thank you for your
Okay.
observation, Rusty. We appreciate that, and we will definitely be paying keen attention to what is happening around. I didn't know that the young lady's face wasn't being showed yesterday. Boy, oh boy.
Okay. I'm gonna try and call Andrew quick. And see if I can get him.
Okay.
To at least say something on international press. And he had some stuff to say about the cricket as well. You saw the stories about everyone bemoaning the fact that we're losing out on some of the cricket.
So we won't have any games here this year? No, I tell you, I should have my ears, but because I'm such a busy individual, I miss some things sometimes.
You're a real cricket fiend, aren't you?
Not really, but yeah, I like you.
seem
I
to
never
know a
liked
lot.
the game, but I was.
It just seems like Greek to me. I mean, like long mid on and.
I was
what's
forced
all
into
that
liking
stuff?
it, and I actually
Sounds like
like it.
Sounds like
now.
rocket science to me.
No, it's not. It's easy. It's easy. It's very easy. Very, very easy, Jamster. Oh boy. So as we await Andre's, I can't say arrival, but as we await the call from Andre, if anyone else wants to weigh in on the fact that St. Kitts will finally have professional, I shouldn't put it like that, will finally have players on the West Indies team from St. Kitts, because we know our sister island has produced cricketers. You can call in and weigh in on that. And the name Bergen, I'm trying to figure out if that's Josephine's Bergen's son. So Josephine, if that's your son, congratulations to both you and your son on his achievements. And we look forward to seeing him in a West Indies uniform. We know the Louis produce great gentlemen. They excel at cricket. So let's see if both of them will make the West Indies team, as is being touted. And with their talent, it is looking possible.
Yeah. So let me. He's gonna probably call back when he hears this now.
Okay.
Rusty. Rusty. Someone says what? Where is it? Oh my God! Every time I do that. Yeah. The criticism of the new school is senseless. The now government campaign that they will rebuild the school on its old site. Again, the criticism seems manufactured by people who do not want the school to be completed because it may spell political doom for them. For me, the only legitimate complaint is the cost. Agreed. Tell Rusty come back and work for free since he has all the ideas how to run a media house. Oh God, he's gonna call back now. For sure, he always goes on. Oh, I'm not gonna call back, and then
Who is this, Rusty?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
somebody's gonna someone sent that to him. And I just got another comment here. Just shows how little I know about cricket. There's no long mid on, but there's silly mid on. Silly me, yeah.
Oh boy.
They also. I mean, I hear these gully this and silly whatever mid off, and I don't know. I don't get it.
Well,
So coming up at 9:00, we're gonna be joining someone from the Rotary Club. It's supposed to be Frances Ann Satney from the Rotary Club of St. Kitts. She's the director of fundraising, and we're gonna be talking about, of course, the Pork and Beer Fest. Yeah. So I want to look at. We don't have much time now. We have 3 minutes until 9:00. So, let me see. I had some stuff here in the chat that I wanted to. Let me just read a couple of headlines of stuff. Let's see. You have your phone, right?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That's where I've been going to check stuff.
There's a headline here. PLP only party in Parliament excluded from new Boundaries Commission despite garnering second highest number of votes in August 2022 elections. That's one thing. We talked about the school. Oh, let's squeeze in this quickly. The Antigua Observer is reporting that green monkeys have been discovered in Antigua.
They probably were always there, just hiding in the bushes.
No, I think I wouldn't be surprised. Somebody who came here and probably.
You really think somebody?
No,
had time
I
to
think
do
so.
that?
I don't. I mean, they didn't swim.
Monkeys
They
were
didn't. But they
hiding.
didn't swim to Antigua.
How could you decide that?
I
Remember,
don't think
monkeys
so.
like you. Monkeys can learn to do anything. I see monkeys on social media eating with spoons.
A monkey swam
I
60 miles to Antigua.
Of course, it's that close. Or maybe they just held on to a piece of something and
It
got
says,
over there.
a population of green monkeys has been discovered in the area of Collinsgut.
Oh boy.
These monkeys can cause significant damage to local farms, leading some to call for government intervention to address the problem. Kevin Lindsay, an environmental consultant who was working on a project related to iguanas in the area, observed more than 20 of these monkeys during his time in the field.
Wow.
But when I was cutting the trail, I didn't have my cameras on me at the time. I just did a few feedback when I was cutting, and I heard a movement, and I thought it was a big one. So I looked up and I saw a face staring back at me from across the stream. And I sort of tried to slowly move back to my camera because I saw a special one, possibly a third. But as I came back, they had moved, and I saw them in the distance. So I tried to snap those pictures because they were beginning to move off, but I thought they were like 3 or 4. Then all of a sudden, this whole canopy started shaking. What? And I saw 3, 4, and then 5, and then I saw 12. And then I realized that it had gone up around 15.
15, wow.
Oh my God. So yeah, the Antiguans are going to learn.
Oh well, they're already
what the monkeys will be doing to our farming around here. Okay.
But then they're already assuming that, given the potential impact of local agriculture, Lindsay says it's important for authorities to carefully consider their options for addressing this issue, and it's better they address it now before it gets bigger, because we know monkeys multiply quickly.
Absolutely.
They're very fruitful.
Absolutely. 1 minute to 9. Let's go to the break, and then we come back, and we're going to be talking about the Pork and Beer Fest with the Rotary Club of St. Kitts.
Found the sound. 98.9 Win FM.
This Mother's Day, celebrate her. Be loved with beautiful hand-finished jewelry from Pandora. Give like only you can, with styles that shine as bright as your special bond. From radiant symbols to heartfelt messages, find the perfect way to light up her day. Tell her, thank her, be loved. Shop Pandora Jewelry today.
Available at IC Jewelers, Fort Zante. Call 466-5853 for details.
Attention, food and fun enthusiasts! The Rotary Club of St. Kitts proudly presents the return of its annual Pork and Beer Fest. Saturday, 4th May, from 12 noon at the Rotary House in Fortlands, opposite the Fort Thomas Hotel. Indulge your taste buds with mouth-watering, juicy roast pork, sauce, barbecue ribs, stew pork, smoked pork, cook-up, black pudding pork, and more pork, all expertly prepared by local chefs. And what better way to wash it down than with ice-cold, refreshing beer? Musical entertainment by DJ Terra, DJ Carty, and Mixclusive Sounds. Enjoy a day of fun with plenty prizes to be won. For more information, follow us on Facebook and contact Harper's or any member of the club for tickets. Don't miss the return of the annual Pork and Beer Fest, Saturday, May 4th at the Rotary House in Fortlands. Now, if you're selling pork chops, I will be buying pork chops.
Two minutes after 9 o'clock, and I've got Director of Fundraising with the Rotary Club of St. Kitts, Francis Ann Satney, on the phone. Good morning, Francis Ann. How are you?
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Doing great. Thank you.
So you were having your annual Pork and Beer Fest. Is this the 3rd or the 4th?
Actually, should be about the 4th. We had a break for a couple of years, but yes.
Yeah.
The 4th.
For reasons which we'll not get into. Because everyone knows what those reasons were, right? Yeah. So, Pork and Beer Fest. So, where is it exactly this year?
It's going to be at, we refer to the place as our Rotary House. It's opposite the old Fort Thomas Hotel. Some persons know it as the old Bridge Club house up at Fortlands, just in the vicinity of where OTI was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the Bridge Club. Yeah, everyone knows where that is. Okay,
Everybody knows Bridge Club, right? That's what I'm told. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Because that's what I was wondering. When I heard the ad, I said opposite. I said that could only be the Bridge Club. So, okay, good. So that confirms that Pork and Beer Fest 2024 is going to be at the Old Bridge Club, which is now called Rotary House. Is that where you guys keep meetings now?
Not yet. So actually, that's part of the reason for the fundraising. And we're hoping soon enough that it can become our home where we will have our meetings, functions. Also, once we get it all set up, it's an opportunity for the service clubs, our seniors. So we hope to have it for multi-purpose in addition to our home. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get down to the food part now. Pork.
Right.
Give us an idea of the pork gamut that's going to be on display.
Oh, we have lots of dishes. I mean, every time I think about it, I'm already just so hungry and ready to taste. So we have sauce, there's black pudding, there's stew pork, jerk pork, roast pork, pork on the grill. There's cook up with pork. We have barbecue pigtails.
Are you going to have that Dominican, the DR thing where I remember the first one they had, the Rotary Club, they had this whole pig where the Dominicanos did it, where I think it was covered.
Yes.
You're going to have that?
That was a big attraction, and we're going to have that again. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
And on the beer side of things, what can we expect?
Well, our major sponsors, that's Carty Brewery, they are going to take care of the bar for us. And we did, I believe, if I'm correct, at one of the Pork Fests, we had the blue beer, if I can refer to it that way, if I'm allowed to refer to it that way, the blue beer.
Yeah,
so,
Carry Blue.
Based on our poster, yes, we have the blue beer.
Okay. Sounds good. And on the entertainment side, I mean, we need we have beer to wash down the pork. So, what are our ears gonna be?
Yeah,
doing?
we have some of the popular DJs. We have DJ Terror will be there. DJ Carty will be there. We have Music Lake Zone will be there, providing music for us.
Okay. Now I want you to put a fine point on the main reason for this this Pork and Beer Fest, because the reason I asked an earlier question, I actually drove down into that area and I discovered that, and this was before the Pork and Beer Fest started advertising, and I noticed that the building had no roof. So this is a good the Bridge Club has no roof at the moment. So this is a good time for you to stress the importance of the fundraising you're doing here. So go take it away.
Okay, so thank you again, and we are reaching out to all the supporters of Rotary Club of St. Kitts. As you said, this is one of our fundraising events, and the proceeds will go towards the refurbishing of the building. As you said, you notice it has no roof. And so it's for the refurbishing of the building, the maintenance of the grounds. If you drive past now, you will notice that we have put in a new fence. So we have begun some work on it. We are doing a lot from the club, and we are reaching out to the public to assist us through our fundraising efforts as well. And the idea is once that's completed and we will have our meetings, our functions, that there's some opportunity, through discussion, who else will be able to utilize the premises. So it's something that we would like the community to be all part of. So this is just one of the fundraising events. We have a few months back, we also had what we called our quarterly barbecue, was also held at Rotary House. So most of of the functions that we're having. The idea is to have it at the premises so people become familiar. So hopefully by the next interview, while we may say the Old Bridge Club, persons will get more used to hearing about Rotary House.
Okay. Is there a cover charge to get into the Beer and Pork Fest, or you just come and then you support?
You just come in. There's no entrance fee, so we are looking for persons to turn out in large numbers. When you come in, you are able to purchase chips. You will get chips so that you can decide on which of the foods that you would like to select and taste from. And I can tell you, just having the discussions, the preparations, the chefs, the people who are going to prepare it, we know that it's going to be sumptuous, and its expectation is that persons will want to taste everything.
That's good. What about the children? I know parents, it's on a Saturday, right?
Saturday. It's Saturday tomorrow, yes, and it starts from 12.
I know Fridays, my energy is low, so I'm forgetting tomorrow is Saturday. So what entertainment do you have for the children? Because I know the parents may bring along their kids.
Yes, well, right now we are reviewing. Most likely, we thinking, I know with the children love bouncing castle and some other things. So we're hoping that we can have some attraction there to keep the children and their parents.
Oh, yeah, that's good. So they can come along with the children, enjoy themselves while the children play. Because the children really just care about the bouncy castle indeed. They may not even want to eat anything.
Okay, so Francis Ann Satney, she's the Director of Fundraising from the Rotary Club of St. Kitts. Thank you very much. And, of course, we're going to give people an opportunity to hear the commercial. So I'll give you the last word, 10 seconds. I'll give you the last word before we go to the Rotary Club Pork and Beer Fest commercial.
Yes, so we're all roads lead to Rotary House, Old Bridge Club, Fortlands tomorrow, Saturday. It begins at 12. Lots and lots and lots of pork dishes. Sumptuous it will be for you to taste, for you to enjoy, relax from 12 p.m. until. So we are looking to see many, many, many persons come and support us as you always do. But there's going to be so much to partake of. So we are hoping that you turn out in large numbers tomorrow.
Okay, great. That's Francis Ann Satney, the Director of
Francis
Fundraising. Okay, and I hope everything works out for you guys. Okay.
Thank you, too, and big up to our sponsors. Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Thanks. So go get your pork tomorrow. We got a team from the UE, University of the West Indies, Antigua, coming up next. 10 minutes after 9 o'clock.
Attention, food and fun enthusiasts! The Rotary Club of St. Kitts proudly presents the return of its annual Pork and Beer Fest! Saturday, 4th May, from 12 noon at the Rotary House in Fortlands, opposite the Fort Thomas Hotel. Indulge your taste buds with mouth-watering, juicy roast pork, sauce, barbecue ribs, stew pork, smoked pork, cook-up, black pudding pork, and more pork, all expertly prepared by local chefs. And what better way to wash it down than with ice-cold, refreshing beer? Musical entertainment by DJ Terra, DJ Carty, and Mixclusive Sounds. Enjoy a day of fun with plenty prizes to be won. For more information, follow us on Facebook and contact Harper's or any member of the club for tickets. Don't miss the return of the annual Pork and Beer Fest, Saturday, May 4th at the Rotary House in Fortlands. I will be buying pork chops.
30 minutes after 9 o'clock. It's Island Tea. We got my girl Kay in the house.
Yep.
And we've got some officials from the University of the West Indies, Antigua. That's what they call
Some official gentlemen.
The Five Islands campus, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is in Five Islands in Antigua. So, gentlemen, good morning. I'll allow you to introduce yourselves, and you can tell our listening audience what the UE Five Island campus is all about.
Okay, good morning. It sounds like we're going to be heading to the pork and bear line tomorrow.
No, we're definitely not missing that. But remember, first we have to go to the clock. I think it's clock in town. The Rastas are also having something ital, so you need to get some ital first.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys already know what you're about. So
ital and then pork.
Ital and then pork. Don't make the Rasta man them hear this though.
Yeah, these vegan people are doing too much, huh? Because that's what ital is, right? It's vegan food, right?
Okay. But they're going to eat healthy first, and then they're going to indulge tomorrow.
Well, you can't tell people who eat pork that they're not being healthy. Come on, you can't discriminate.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you're going to eat healthy first, and then you're going to indulge tomorrow. I didn't say
all of it is healthy eating.
Okay.
So good morning again to you and your audience. So I am Professor Justin Robinson.
Okay.
I'm the principal of the UWI Five Islands campus. And
I'm O'Shane Grant. I'm the executive assistant to the campus principal, UE Five Islands campus.
Okay, Mr. Grant.
Yes,
Mr. Robinson, welcome.
So for those who might not be as familiar with UE, just to give you a broad overview, University of the West Indies would have started 75 years ago with a physical campus in Jamaica, Mona. We then moved and established a second physical campus in Trinidad and Tobago, St. Augustine. We then moved to Barbados, established a physical campus at Cave Hill. We then established an online campus. It used to be global. Well, it's now the global campus, probably known more as Open Campus.
Yeah.
And in 2019, our newest campus, the baby of the family, another physical campus in Five Islands, Antigua.
Yeah.
And why did we do this? Why did we want to do this? So,
well, wait. I have a quick question. I remember one time I heard that there was the UE has the tourist studies campus, well, quote unquote campus in the Bahamas. I remember hearing that.
yeah, so there's a tourism school in the Bahamas, but that's really managed through Mona.
Okay.
Although it's physically.
Right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of our strategic plan, the strategic plan has 3 pillars, and the main pillar is access. And what really drives us is that if you take the Americas, if you go from Alaska in the north, the furthest point, to Patagonia in the south, the Caribbean has the lowest enrollment rate in tertiary education. So we're talking about persons leaving fifth form.
And going abroad.
And just going to do some form of study after fifth form. So for the entire Americas, the Caribbean has the smallest number of percentage of persons who leave fifth form and go to do something after. And that's a real challenge in a modern technological era. And even within the Caribbean, the Eastern Caribbean has the lowest enrollment rate in tertiary education. So if you take what people call an age cohort, a group of people starting from primary school, infants 1, they call it, go up to Form 5, only 15% of those persons in any age cohort go on to do any form of study after Form 5.
And only 10% will finish.
And of that 15%, only 10% across the Eastern Caribbean.
So what prevents the other 5% from finishing?
Well, those individuals who don't finish would probably have to do some sort of introspecting, but I would consider there are different variables. One of it could be affordability. So things change, persons, and then there's also the academic rigor. You have to factor in that as well. Person's circumstances, whether it be something happening at home with the family. There are a number of things that allow persons to not complete their studies. But one of the driving force behind persons not finishing is the affordability.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Five Islands campus in Antigua is the latest piece in the puzzle as we try to offer persons, especially in the Eastern Caribbean, this access to tertiary education.
Keep going.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so, we think of it as one UE. So we want to use this forum to encourage persons in St. Kitts and Nevis. We think of it as... Okay, that's good. Okay, so we think of it as one UE. So really right now you have 5 choices if you want to go to higher education in UE. Mona, St. Augustine, Cave Hill, Global Campus, and now 5 Islands. We think 5 Islands presents a special value proposition for people in the Eastern Caribbean and persons here in St. Kitts and Nevis. It's right next door. So if you go over, you don't have to miss your girlfriend or boyfriend too much. You could come home every weekend. They could come to visit you.
She rubbing the ring on her finger.
It's a very familiar environment. The husband could come and visit, etc. Also, just currency. You don't have to worry about a different currency. It's the same currency. Your banking relationships, all of it would be. It's a very seamless move to a place that is very close to you. And also the affordability. So if you choose to come, if someone from St. Kitts choose to come to 5 Islands, the only thing they have to pay is the tuition fee at the campus. There is no economic cost at this time. So the only fee to someone from St. Kitts and Nevis is the tuition fee.
Okay.
The tuition fee for most of our programs is between $5,000 to $7,000 a year. But for the next 3 years, we are offering a discount. We are offering a discount to bring that tuition down to a maximum of $3,000 a year.
That's good.
So if you want to come over to the 5 Islands campus, your tuition fee is going to be in the vicinity of $3,000 after the discount for most, if not all, of our undergraduate programs.
Okay, so undergraduates. So only the undergraduate programs.
Yes, so the undergraduate programs, these are the most accessible ones, and we have a pretty comprehensive suite of programs. The campus is organized around 4 schools. There's the School of Health and Behavioral Sciences. The flagship program there historically has been a bachelor's in nursing. But from August this year, and we're still accepting applications, there's going to be a bachelor's in pharmacy, a Bachelor of Science in generative pharmacy using artificial intelligence along with pharmacy. There's also going to be a bachelor's in psychology that's going to come on in that school. And very important for us, the school is also going to launch an Academy of Sport.
Okay.
Because I mentioned earlier about the low rate of enrollment in tertiary. And one of the striking things is that except for St. Augustine campus, the other campuses, around 3/4 of our students are female. There's very low male enrollment. We would like the percentage of male enrollment to rise by attracting more males, and we think the Academy of Sport is one of those important areas, which will be offering a certificate in sports marketing, a bachelor's degree in sports coaching, sports kinetics, sports leadership and management, as well as a master's in sports leadership and management.
Okay.
Then we have our School of Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence, which is our flagship school, because we're the only school in UE that has a school of artificial intelligence. And AI is shaping the future. We want to be on the cutting edge of this. So we have a comprehensive set of bachelor's degrees in those areas. Then there's the School of Humanities and Education, offering degrees in education, primarily at the bachelor's and master's level. And then our School of Business and Management, which offers a comprehensive range of bachelor's degrees in accounting, marketing, management, human resource management, banking and finance, an MBA, and a master's in corporate finance.
Okay.
So there's a comprehensive suite of very affordable programs, $3,000
For, you said for
per year for 3 years.
For 3 years.
So I think it's the best value for money.
Because most of these that you're mentioning, it's a 4-year program or it's more?
It's a 3-year program, but there's also a 4-year part.
Okay.
And it's right next door. And in UWI, if you go to UWI, you have access to a top-ranked university.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not just, I mean, talk is cheap. So in 2018, we took the decision, which people thought was a little crazy,
Mm-hmm.
to subject ourselves and take part in the Times Higher Education ranking of universities across the world. It's the most comprehensive. They start with 33,000 universities, and the cut comes down, and it keep getting cut.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since we've taken part in that ranking since 2018, we have been the number one ranked university in the Caribbean.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
But also, we have never ranked lower than the top 4% in the entire world.
Yeah, I saw a report like that.
In fact, we've been ranked as high, because the ranking fluctuates,
Mm-hmm.
we've gone up as high as 1.5% in the world. And we've never been ranked below 4%. So persons in St. Kitts and Nevis have access to a world-class university right next door, familiar culture, come home every weekend, get visited every weekend. Same currency, your bank account. You don't even need to open a bank account. There's no need for a student visa as part of the OECS arrangement. Very affordable. So we think we are offering the best value for money, and we really look forward to welcoming some students from St. Kitts and Nevis.
Okay.
I mean, when one of the first conversations we had when touching down in St. Kitts was a conversation with the reparations committee, and one of the things that came out top on the agenda is how do we reform education? How do we make it accessible and affordable to everyone? And one of the things that we're doing as well is to offer particular scholarships in some key areas. So like generative pharmacy, we're offering 5 of those scholarships to persons within the OECS. And also one of the things that they noted is that a number of our black boys are left behind, and we want to see how best we can get them involved and get them enrolled. So we're offering 5 scholarships in that area.
Would those scholarships be for the gentlemen that you're hoping to get enrolled, or they're for both sexes?
So the one that is particularly targeting the young men comes through the Academy of Sports.
As he mentioned.
Yes.
No, but
the generative pharmacy one is for everybody.
Oh, everybody.
That's for everybody.
Okay.
But the university is not just a degree granting mill. The university wants to ensure, and I love that smile on your face, the university wants to ensure that it offers you a holistic experience. So the student life, the student culture, we're building out a huge sports program outside of the academic side of things. Our students seem to be very much interested in playing volleyball, not just because it's my sport. We're building out a basketball program. We're looking to build out a track facility. And one of the things that we're also looking at is that through the government of Antigua, the loan was secured to build a more modern university. So if you start with us come August, by the time you're graduating from a brand new spanking state-of-the-art university, which will be able for us to compete against all the other institutions, not just here in the region, but globally. Because what you tend to realize in terms of how this sporting culture and the education culture in this day and age is building out, people are not only interested in going into classrooms, going to lecture theaters, and being spoken to. They want to know, how can you ensure that I have peace of mind in enjoying the university space and university time? If you're familiar with the UWI culture, Carnival has been a large part of the UE space. It's a large part of a number of societies here in the region. And the Five Islands campus, for the first time this academic year, had its first Carnival. Yeah, it was you missed it. You should have been there. It was something to talk about. We're looking forward to see how best we can get our student leaders to be more engaged as well. And we want for, when you look at St. Kitts and you look at all the other places, you say, hey, that's a UE grad, right? That's from Five Islands. Maybe our first prime minister from Five Islands is coming from St. Kitts. It's something that you look for when you go to the Mona campus and you look on the park where the Great Bell is. All the prime ministers in the region who have graduated from university, the governor generals, they are recorded there in history. So it's how you go about now, say, who is going to be that person from the OECS region, from the Five Islands campus, that is going to be etched into the university's history as the first to do this. So it's about building that sort of mass. And as Principal indicated earlier, the university is structured on 3 large pillars: access, alignment, and agility. And most of what we're doing is to see how best we can grant access to students, grant access so that more and more persons can get that education. The university is a very elite university. I mean, it's right in our backyard, so sometimes we don't really focus on the amount of work that is being done in that space, but plenty of work is being done. It is elite, but it's not elitist. And I'm not sure we did touch on the PhD programs that we
that's something we want to talk. Yeah, and Grant made an important point. As I come in the Eastern Caribbean, St. Kitts, Antigua, there's a sense that UE is this space. It's not for everybody. UE hard, UE stress people out. But we always see, but we are an elite university, but important we are not elitist. Mm-hmm. There are many paths for accessing a UE degree. Because our view is, you have the high flyers, you have the others down there, but we find a way to get everybody in because however you come in, you have to pass all the courses to get out.
Yep.
So we actually give you that access. And if you can come in and prove yourself and you can pass the courses, then you're doing as well as the people who come in with all the grade ones from Cape. If you come in on the four-year part, where you can come in on O levels, that's a 4-year part. Mm-hmm. You come in differently qualified, but to get out, you have to pass all the courses. Everything. You have to meet the GPA requirement. People mature at different rates and so on. Mm-hmm. So we provide that access and those parts. And our mission really, and our simple message, people have a lot of choices nowadays. Mm-hmm. And we're just saying, as you make your plans, think about UE 5 Islands. Well, think about UE and think about UE 5 Islands because the online doesn't work for everybody.
Yep.
Some people work better in that physical space.
Yep.
And we are working overtime to keep it affordable and accessible. And for the next 3 years, there's this great offer. Discounts to keep your tuition fee to $3,000 US a year. That's all you have to find to pay to us if you're coming from an Eastern Caribbean country for the next 3 years.
Oh, so this is just for the OECS?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because we see this as an OECS campus.
Okay.
Providing that landed campus in the Eastern Caribbean.
Okay, we almost out of time, but I gotta say, the UE 5 Islands has 2 excellent pitchmen. I mean, I'm sure there's some people listening who are thinking of going to Harvard and Oxford, and they're probably, just from hearing the two of you, are probably thinking of just flying over to Antigua. Seriously.
But
One question though.
Yes.
I noticed your shirt says 5 Island. Is it 5 Islands or 5 Island campus?
Yeah, that's probably printer's error.
Error.
So it's 5 Islands.
5 Islands is a village in Antigua where the campus is located.
Oh, I thought it had something to do with like...
No, famous because that's where Richie Richardson was from.
Oh, 5 Islands is a village.
Yeah, it's a village in Antigua.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I thought that was a stupid question, but
no, fantastic question. So again, we really want to thank you for this opportunity, and I want to end by also emphasizing that we are also starting some research degrees. We think research on the OECS is really, really important because research is driven by your interests, and when you are in a space, you will research that space. St. Kitts and Nevis has some unique problems. We have chronic non-communicable diseases, maybe linked to how we eat. But how do you craft a media message that will appeal to people in St. Kitts and Nevis? You can't just take an off-the-shelf approach from PAHO or WHO, or what might work in Jamaica or Barbados might not work here. So you need to have a community of scholars working on your problems.
That's true.
And from August, we are launching a comprehensive suite of PhD programs in a range of areas, trying to build that community of scholars. And importantly, as a campus, we fund those degrees.
Okay.
So once you come, we're not gonna charge you fees. We fund because we want to create that critical mass. And also importantly, at a more pragmatic level, as this campus builds out, there are going to be opportunities for some high-paying jobs as professors and lecturers and so on. And we want persons from the Eastern Caribbean to have opportunities at those jobs. Because right now, whenever we advertise a post, we get a whole heap of applications from everywhere else.
Oh, wow.
But we want to create a pool of persons in St. Kitts, etc., who can be our professors.
Okay.
So we are providing this part for them to qualify themselves by offering these doctoral degrees.
I see you gentlemen have a Seems to be losing my voice now. A poster. What is that about?
Yes, so we would like you to share this with your audience. So we have a virtual information session
Okay.
on Tuesday, the 2nd of May, 2024 at 5 p.m. So we will WhatsApp
The
it to
2nd of
you.
May?
Sorry, 7th of
Seven,
May.
Oh,
seven.
Tuesday,
okay.
the 7th. I don't know why I keep saying the 2nd. I've said that a few times.
Yes.
Senior moment. Losing
Oh,
energy
oh,
on a
Lord.
Friday. I like that one.
Hey, I was. Hey.
He listened. Oh my God! Yeah,
You need to get-
I swear I lose my energy
On
on
Friday, you're
Fridays.
kind of itching to
You need
get
to
your
get some
drinking
pork in
started.
that system.
You're itching to get your drinking
pork and
started.
beer.
Oh no,
We'll fix
no!
that.
The only thing I'm drinking is some water.
Yeah, so 7 May 2024 at 5 p.m. Again, you know, it's a big decision to, so it's a big decision to relocate to a new place, find that money. So people obviously have a lot of questions back
Okay.
and forth. So with that online information session, all the heads of schools, all the key persons will be there to
Okay,
answer
so
any question.
Where can persons go to access that virtual session?
Yes, so you can register online at https://bit.ly SOHBS information session. So I
Okay.
can share that with you via
Okay.
WhatsApp.
Okay.
And you can also contact us at 268-484-3900
Okay.
or recruitment.5islands@uwi.edu. And we can answer any of your questions. So we really want to thank you for this opportunity.
You're welcome. Mr. Grant, you were about to say something?
I was just about to say, I mean, we get in this year, we have to get all. Just know that the university is all our business. It's our university. It was designed to facilitate the entire Caribbean region. I mean, I ask questions. There's a course I do that is called Men and Masculinities in Caribbean Societies, and most of the students can only focus on the big 3 islands within the region. When you get to try to get students to understand what is taking place outside of the Barbados, the Trinidad, the Jamaica, it becomes very difficult. So it's about getting that sort of access so that, as principal said, that persons can actually deal with your particular needs. You come to 5 islands, you're bound to have fun, you're going to get proper lecturers, you're going to be exposed to a whole range of things. I mean, it's the ultimate university experience.
All right. Well, he could not have said it better, and we got our information. So contact them. Get yourselves over to 5 Islands. My university years are done, gentlemen. So you won't be seeing me in Antigua.
Can you give like a website? Can you give a website,
My
maybe email
university years
for
are
people that
done.
might be interested? The UE 5 Islands website.
Yeah, so the email is recruitment.5islands@uwi.edu or admissions.5islands@uwi.edu. So either of those addresses, and you can get all the information you need.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, gentlemen. It was indeed a pleasure. I hope this is the first of many other recruitment interviews that we'll have here on WINNFM with the UE5 Island campus. The best of luck. Continue to grow. And say hi to my friend Shavar for me.
Maloney, oh Lord, he would love to hear somebody say he has friends. Oh mercy, his blood pressure is going to be so high.
Why are you doing
Don't
that
worry,
to my good
don't
friend
worry.
Shavar?
I met Shavar many years ago at Mona.
Yeah.
Good lad.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent at his job. Huge personality.
Of course.
Very big on the university. And
Yep.
guess what? He's a 5 Islands man now too.
Yes,
so.
I know. That's why I said to say hi. Alrighty, folks. There you have it.
(9:37). We've got Fireproof next. Stay tuned.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Hey kids, drink healthy.
Reduce sugar chubby with the same great taste. Lots of magic fruity flavors, drink the more healthy way.
It tastes so yummy, chubby, chubby.
25% less sugar chubby. Be active, be healthy, drink lots of chubby. Kicking football, playing cricket, having fun in the sun.
It's chubby.
Reduced sugar chubby keeps you cool and refreshed.
It tastes so yummy, chubby, chubby.
25% less sugar chubby. Jumping rope, running races, have fun.
It tastes so yummy, chubby.
Drink the more healthy way.
Rhymes the good food people
9:39. It's time for Fireproof, and we have the earnest officer on deck. Kay, did we have Fireproof last week?
I was just telling him he absconded from us, and he is thinking he did. They did
I
have
told
Fireproof.
him. I told him he didn't.
No,
because I was wondering if I was wrong.
better.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Our
But
precious-
I'll be nice. I'll be nice
precious-
to this officer.
Good
He
morning,
always
Jobs,
shows up.
sir. Good
Yeah.
morning.
So I was right.
Yes,
Yeah,
you were.
yeah.
And, my apologies for no one being here last week, but I was told that another gentleman should have been here with the gentleman from Skelec.
Okay.
So I didn't know that didn't happen.
So you
apologies.
Did you know what they were going to talk about before you get into what we're going to talk about today?
They should have been talking about collaboration between the fire service and Skelec as an emergency unit.
Okay. I
Like,
guess we will save that topic for when it comes up, right? Next week. So I'm ensuring that you'll show up.
Well, that's not a topic for me. There's a
I know.
collaboration team. So
Yeah,
I should
yeah,
not
I
have
know.
been on last week.
Okay.
Yes, so but apologies on their behalf.
Thank you.
However, what I would like to speak about today is the fire service week of activities. The week of activities is normally centered around our International Firefighters Day, and this year the fire service makes 20. Well, it made 24 years.
Okay, congrats.
24 years of separation from the Royal St. Christopher Navy's Police Force. That would have been in January of this year.
Okay.
But we used to keep the week of activities around there, but we found that it was a bit too hectic to do, right within the carnival time,
Okay.
because it's the 4th of January.
Oh, so
is when we
thereafter,
celebrate.
right after Carnival?
Yes.
Yeah, people tired.
yes. So the week of activities was strategically pushed back to the International Firefighters Day, which is the 4th of May.
Okay.
However, we are back 1 week, but we are going to have the activities nonetheless.
Okay.
They should be having and that's if it's on still a Caribbean CAF, Caribbean Association of Firefighters meeting that should be taking place in St. Kitts if it hasn't changed. So because of that should be on for a week. It forced us to push back our week of activities.
Oh, okay, understood.
So that everybody could be involved.
Okay.
Yes, so this year's week of activities should be, we are doing from Saturday to Saturday, hopefully. And why Saturday as a start is because we are hoping to have a hike on the first day.
As in, so we are starting tomorrow the 4th?
No, we
okay,
push back
okay.
1 week. Saturday 11th
Oh, the
to
11th.
Saturday 18th.
Okay.
So the hike should be the first.
Mhm.
I don't actually recall the name of the area, but it's from down in the Challengers area.
Okay.
We'll be hiking up through the rainforest area and to come back down.
Okay.
Well, it's just a reflection of my size, Hopefully, I'll make it out with everybody.
look at you, right?
2 hours after.
Because you, as soon as you say hike, the first thing you did was hold your back, right? When you said challenges, and then you said through the rainforest and down, I mean, you look like, oh boy, it's like you're recovering. You have not
Boy.
done the hike as yet, but like you're just thinking.
Yeah, and, it has been a while since I've been on a hike, search and rescue in the mountainous areas. But, if the challenge arises, I can assure you that I'll make it.
Okay.
It might be a little slow on it, but I'll
But
make
I would
it.
think, being a fireman, you're active almost every day.
Yes, we are.
But
We are.
the hike frightening you already, and it start yet.
Okay. I would like to invite you to that hike.
I can't, Listen, I can't do it. I have to work.
On
I
Saturday?
can't do. Yeah, I have other work, sir. I can't do a lot of things I would love to do, and I like to hike. Yeah, the last hike I did in St. Kitts was to do the Inns Pond, I think. I
Good
still need to go
answer,
to Sophistone. I want to go to Sophistone, and I want to go to the crater, but I don't have no time.
Been to the Crater a number of times. I think it's Sulphurstone we should be going to, if that's
Sulphurstone?
I think so. They say it's a different route to go up. But
Oh, okay. So you see, I give you some memories. I will want to go. Hopefully I get to go, but I can't commit.
But yes, the fire service is hoping to have a hike on that Saturday, and then have church service on the Sunday.
Okay, so Sunday the 12th.
Sunday the 12th, we invite anybody from the general public who wishes to come out and celebrate 24 years of commitment to community service from the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services. You are welcome to come out to the Antioch Baptist Church and celebrate with us.
Okay, good
And
stuff.
in Nevis, the officers from the Nevis Division, we would be attending the Eden Brown Church of God, just right around in the country where the Jag racing strip is. It's just outside.
I thought everybody was coming over here for the big service.
We do. You keep certain things in Nevis.
Okay, as well.
As well, yes.
Okay.
So that would be the hike the Saturday and church on the Sunday. On the Monday, we are hoping to have our community day. The community day is we try to do different things. It's still not confirmed what we are doing this year, but it's either we go out, we adopt an area and have it beautified, maybe recoating of paint or something like that. You clean up an area, or we check for a couple of elders in the different fire zones, and we present them with something. It doesn't have to be somebody that is affiliated to the fire service, but just a upstanding member in the community, or somebody who is just an elderly person or so forth. You just appreciate them because at some point in time, whoever the person is in the community would have touched someone's life, and persons reach out and they put forward the recommendations that why I think this person should get the award because of whatever the reason is, and we try our best to do something on that community day.
Okay.
The Tuesday is all fun and games, and we are back to Nevis again on the Tuesday.
Okay.
Yes, so we normally have a little football, little cricket, little dominoes.
Like you said, little. Oh boy.
Yeah, it must be like some 7-on-7.
Okay.
Football team, and you play a number, maybe like some 5 minutes.
Okay.
Per half, and it's always a fun.
It's a quick
real
fun thing.
Day, yes.
Oh, okay.
And persons are rewarded. You come out on top, you get a little trophy or so forth. And for this competition on the fun day, we try to, well, not the fun day, is the games day, sorry. It's the games day. Because the fun day is all the way down on the Saturday again. But for the games day, we just choose random teams. You have a mixture of officers. So everybody compete just as a different fire service team. And we do welcome some persons from the outside, persons pass through and they want to play along with us. That is also welcome.
Okay.
Because we are all about community in the fire service. The Wednesday now, hopefully, is our open day. That's when we take over the square. Yes, and hopefully we would be right there again this year with hopefully we have an appliance on display. I don't know which one as yet, but fingers crossed with that one.
The big one.
Yes, fingers crossed with that one. But we'll be at the Independence Square displaying what we have, displaying our uniforms, our tools and equipment, and letting persons in the public see what we do as a fire service and maybe intrigue them to, come on over and make firefighting a career.
Okay.
I guess that was kind of put off, right? So I guess you guys are finally getting around to it. It was supposed to be
it
held
should be
about 3 weeks ago.
No, it should have been this week coming, but it's put off 1 week.
Oh, okay.
So it will be in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I
So
thought it was supposed to be like maybe about 3 weeks ago. But
No, it should have been from the 4th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but it will be from the 11th.
Okay, cool.
So that Wednesday should be Wednesday the 15th. We will be having our open day there at the Independence Square.
Mhm. Anything in terms of the open day? Is there anything slated for Nevis?
Normally we do an open day at Nevis, yes, but not down in the square. We do, I think it's done at the station.
Okay.
Where you just have the appliance in front, you open up the lockers and so forth. And the reason for that is because Nevis normally has one appliance, so if something happens,
can't
then
move it out. And then it makes
that's the
more
responding.
sense to come to the fire station to get the, how should I say, the full experience, right? Okay.
Yes, yes. Maybe in a sense, Nevis gets it better in that way.
Yes.
Yeah, so for Thursday now, Thursday is when we have our little jog through town, where I drive my truck with the music.
Do you see how you're quick to pull out yourself from all these exercises, you know? Miss Fire Chief in Nevis, we need to give this fireman some extra laughs. He's too happy to be driving. Why everybody else is jogging?
Yes, we have our fun run through town. You know, it's normally all persons think it's a Nevis would normally converge.
Oh, nice.
I think it was done in Nevis 1 year separately, but for all of the years it's a conversion in Sinkers.
That's good.
Where everybody come together and we take our time. Just run through town. And it's normally a Jill display right in the circus, but I'm not sure exactly if that would happen this year.
The circus.
Yeah, right by the clock.
Okay. All
yes,
right.
so that would be for it normally happens around midday.
Okay.
Hot sun. Oh boy.
But I thought you're driving the appliance. You're not running, so you don't have to worry. You can just wind up the windows and have on a little AC, right? Or you have to have the windows down.
I wish the appliance had an AC.
Alrighty, so we have to work on getting some AC in the appliance, right?
So
okay.
So after that fun run, we continue with a social evening. The social is for just to get the officers together.
Are we dressing up?
Second?
Are we dressing up for the social?
No. It's not
Okay,
a banquet.
okay.
It's just a social
Okay.
where we have a little food and drinks at the Bastia station.
Okay.
And all the officers are welcome just to come. I think you could walk with a friend.
So this is just for the this particular event is just for the officers.
This one is for the officers.
Okay.
yes.
Okay. Understood. Okay.
So and at the social now, that's because everybody is together. That's where you start the bets and the bragging about what would happen on the Friday for the interstation Jill competition. You know, everybody walk up by, well, I'll catch you tomorrow, I got this and I got that. Yeah, so the interstation Jill competition now would come off on that Friday 17th. And we are hoping to have it on Bank Street this year.
Okay.
Since, you know, it's traditionally it would have been done on the Bay Road, but it's kind of hard to get the Bay Road. So we are hoping that we can have Bank Street. It's still in town.
Okay.
It's not as far over as Port Zante is, where we would have had it the last time. I think it was the last 2 times, but nonetheless, at Port Zante, it came off very well. However, what we find is that if you're right in the sight of the public,
heart
more
of things.
persons would stay. Because it's a Friday afternoon, man, just grab a drink and come out and, you know, have fun with us.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
nice, fun competition.
Okay.
But, you know,
Because I was gonna
you have
ask
to be rooting for
why
your
the
station.
change, but then you explained it.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then we have the fun day now on the Saturday.
That's to culminate everything.
Yes.
Okay. That's Saturday the 18th.
Saturday the 18th,
Okay.
yes. And the fun day for this year, we would have mentioned having it in honor of our recently fallen brother, Mr. Jamie Henry. So we are asking all officers, asking the general public, to come out and support with us, have fun with us. This is for not only the service now, but persons can come and join races and so forth with us. It's not all fire races. You got a little lime and spoon, a little sack race, the nice traditional fun races. There's normally food and drink on sale, at very, very reduced prices. So come out, have some fun with us, and as I said, this is in honor of our fallen brother, Mr. Jamie Henry.
I didn't remember hearing where this fun day is going to be at.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I did not say. So, traditionally as well, it was at the Newtown playing field.
Okay.
But we are hoping to be at Flow Grounds this year.
Ooh, you guys going fancy on us. You left us there.
Yeah, so come out to the Flow Grounds for on Saturday the 18th from, I think it's around 1 o'clock. And come and join the fire service. Have a nice day of fun with us.
Okay, entry fee or just the food and
No entry fee at all. Just come on out with your family and come be a part of.
I'd like to ask this. I know we're going to bring the kids out. You're going to have entertainment for the kids?
Yes, we normally have a little bouncing castle.
Everybody knows what the kids like.
Yes,
the bouncy castles.
I'll be walking with mine, and I'll be there rooting for my Navy's team.
Okay.
So I don't have the time to be
attending to the kids. So you're gonna put the kid. Then again, the children will bounce all the time. They won't even look for food
all day.
Yep.
You got to take them out and be. Come, have a water break.
Exactly.
But I realize we are going out of time, and I would still like to get in the summer safety program. We, as a fire service, we are well on our way to have our, I think it's the 22nd annual fire safety program. This year, it's under the theme, Big or Small, We Welcome All.
Oh, nice.
So the fire safety program is it was started to give knowledge to children from ages 5 to 12 of good fire tips, good what to do if there's a fire, what to do if there's an earthquake. From there we have integrated. We have brought in now the traffic department. Persons from the Coast Guard would have normally come and give water safety tips as well, because these are things that we know the children need.
Yeah,
they need you have to tell them, because every time you tell them to do something that they study you, because I've had my days of running away from school and ending up on the beach. So at least I'm not encouraging them to do that.
No,
but
not
at
at
least
all.
you teach them the
Basics.
safety.
So if they end up on the
safety if
beach,
they end up there.
Yeah, they know
Because
what to do.
peer pressure is real.
Yep. And we know more jump off.
Yes. So in Nevis, our summer safety should be going from the 8th to the 12th of July.
Okay. That's
well beyond the week of activities, but the 8th to the 12th is Nevis is normally 1 week in front of the St. Kitts division. And so St. Kitts would be doing from March 15th to 19th. And to come on Sorry.
What?
From July 15th to 19th. Yes. When you said March, I look at the paper, that's a March. So. But yes, to end off the week of activities, to end off the summer safety program on the 19th of July, we will be having a march through town. The march normally starts at Greenlands, and we come to town with the children, some displaying, depicting some posters showing what they would have learned for that week. And I must mention also that over the years, we have cut the summer safety program to 3 days, and we are now back to the full 5 days.
Oh, that's
it
good.
It was going from Monday to Wednesday, and we are back from Monday
to Friday. Okay, good stuff.
So that'll be from 9 to 12.
Okay.
Hopefully in years to come, we'll have full days for you, maybe a 9 to 4, where we can engage the children for all that time, have them properly fed and stay in classes for the entire day.
Okay.
But for now, we are doing 9 to 12, and we are back to the 5 days.
Okay.
So for persons listening and who are interested in having your child or children signed up for the fire summer safety camp, it would be again from the 15th to the 19th of July, and you can
that's the St. Kitts part.
That's the St. Kitts part,
and
15th to the 19th, Nevis from the 8th to the 12th.
Okay.
There is a registration fee of only $20.
Mere $20.
$20 for 45 days.
Okay.
So you can get I think you can get registration from any of the fire stations on St. Kitts or Nevis. So just go speak to somebody and have your child registered to be a part of this year's summer safety program under the theme Big or Small, We Welcome All.
I like that.
And with that, I would like to say thanks again for listening, and
beg pardon for last week.
Oh God!
Give me a chance. Give me a
chance.
Just playing. Yes, and sorry again for not being here. So, Kortensia, hopefully that won't be happening again.
I hope it won't happen again, and you are certainly forgiven. And I think that's all we have for today.
Yes, it is. It's 1 minute after 10 o'clock, and once again, like fire-free week.
Yep.
And all that.
Right, thank you, Jobster.
Hope you get some rest over the weekend. Yeah.
Look at his face.
Yeah, I know.
With children, there's no rest.
1,000 words. Okay, so that's going to do it for Island Tea for this weekend. And everyone enjoy a great weekend, a long weekend on Monday, and get some sleep.
So we won't be seeing you folks you won't be hearing us, and you won't be seeing us on Monday, but we'll be back on Tuesday. Yeah, so enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Remember what the traffic officer said. Have a fire-free week, according to what the fireman said, yes. And, just be safe.
Yes, and go eat some pork tomorrow.
Yeah.
and drink some
beer.
beer.
Yeah. You looking forward to that?
Well, always.
See, now his eyebrow raised.
Looking for something extra? Look no further. Suppligent's got you covered with our Suppligent Shop and Win promotion.